Okay, brilliant. So I think we're actually live right now.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone. I'm just waiting for my view of the webinar room to decide to work. So I can be sure it's all good. We can proceed. Yep. So right now, I'm not so sure what's happening for people and if they're seeing us. Because
Yeah,
I'm just seeing a little.
I'm not seeing anything happening in the chat. I don't know if anybody's here.
I'm seeing the chat happening.
Oh, okay.
You can see us. Yeah, let us know in the chat if you guys can see us, because for some reason I'm not able to see that right now. All good. Yes, sweet. Okay, cool. We're good to go. So awesome. Yeah, Linda, the Zoom chat isn't happening. It's happening on our website.
Oh,
so,
okay. Okay.
And we're live on Facebook and YouTube. So hello, welcome everyone. This is a very special solstice live stream. I'm here joined by Linda Kubota-Bird. Hi, Linda.
Hey.
Hey. And today we're going to be, everyone who's on our website already knows what the Stargate is, but those of you who are watching on YouTube or Facebook, this is an interdimensional doorway known as the Stargate. And today we're going to be using the sacred geometry, which anchors a higher dimensional consciousness. And we're actually going to do an energy transmission that will allow us to really expand our awareness and explore what's happening astrologically right now, because today is a very special day. So Linda is a dear friend, an astrologer, and a Stargate facilitator. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great to be able to share your knowledge of what's happening with the conjunction and the solstice with everyone. And we wanted to start today with a kind of a visualization that that came to me last night. So I'm going to invite everyone who's watching, whether you're live or on the replay, just to take a moment to close your eyes. And Linda and I were tuning in before this broadcast and just really feeling this vast uplifting energy coming in. And so the visualization that I'm going to invite you all to just hold is, imagine that your body is actually a crystal. So instead of made out of cells, imagine that your body is made out of this beautiful structural lattice work of a crystal. And through that structure of your molecules, you can actually resonate with the energies of the solstice, with these energies of the galactic center, which we're aligned with right now. The energies of this great conjunction. So all the cosmic energies are able to just resonate, and you're able to effortlessly harmonize and experience the highest vibrational aspect of this beautiful and rare opening that's happening. Okay. And so I would just feel the energy as we all come together. There's a kind of a oneness that's happening already. And so, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And people saying my sound is funky, so I'm gonna bring my mic a little bit closer. Okay, cool. So welcome, Linda. Welcome, everybody.
Yes. Thank you. So would you like me to talk about what's going on today?
Yeah, let's start by tuning in a little to what's so special about this solstice and the Great Conjunction.
All right. Well, I feel like everybody who's on this or watching this, whether it's live or replay, has a sense that this is why we came, that this is really the beginning. Well, I shouldn't say the beginning, but a big continuation, a quantum leap, you might say, into what we came on the planet for in this lifetime. Excuse me. And so this conjunction hasn't happened, excuse me, in 800 years, for one thing. And it's to be on the winter solstice, it hasn't happened in over 5,000 years. And to be at 0 degrees, not only is Jupiter and Saturn at 0 degrees, but the sun and Mercury are also at 0 degrees. And the moon will soon be at 0 degrees, which means it's a new beginning, that we're moving into a whole new era. And as far as whether we're moving into the age of Aquarius, that's debatable, but I think the way it's working, this is the analogy that came in for me, is that when you start a 26,000-year cycle, it just doesn't happen on one day. It's a process. And so some of you may remember the song from the 60s, the beginning of the age of Aquarius, harmony and understanding and all those things, that it actually started a little bit before that. And right now, today, it's like, I don't know if any of you have ever watched a sunrise, but you can just, when you barely see the light start to show, and then it comes more and more, it gets brighter and brighter, but it takes quite a long time before you actually see the sun. And so what came in for me, the picture that came in for me was like today is when that sun just crests over the horizon, when you see the beginning of the sun. And that's how it feels to me, what today is about for the age of Aquarius. It is the beginning of something new. So it's
So say a little bit about Aquarius,
okay.
because it's one of my favorite planet. Yeah, it's my favorite, one of my favorite signs.
Yeah. Aquarius is more about humanity. It's futuristic. It's inclusive. It's about collaboration. We're moving out of 200 years in the Earth element, where these two planets came together in Earth signs. And so it was the time of the Industrial Revolution. We've had all this materialism, this 200 years of stuff, and Aquarius is about inclusion and humanity at large, and not just humanity, but just the awareness of the oneness, that we live on a planet, and there are other beings. It's also about connection with our star families and so forth. So it would resonate for those of us, as Stargater people, for sure. Yeah, but it's promising. It offers hope, for sure. And the fact that these two planets are really, really close, they're 1/10 of a degree apart. So it's like, instead of just being in alignment vertically, which is how we measure things, that it's also in alignment horizontally, or what in astrological terms they say by declination. So that's why in the sky they're so tight. And some people postulate that this was the Star of Bethlehem, the Christmas star, that the three wise men, which astrologers say were astrologers, who actually followed, and it began the Piscean age. So this is no small, just ordinary, regular day. This is a big deal. And we are being asked to contribute a higher vibration, to contribute the love vibration to the quantum field. And so Yeah, it's
Yeah,
exciting.
that is exciting. Yeah, and we'll definitely be doing that as a collective. And I know many, many spiritual groups are also gathering today and honoring the day and also bringing that high vibrational energy and intention.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop a link to our Zoom into the chat here. So that's for those of you who are having any kind of difficulty on our website right now. You can hop onto Zoom and we'll see you in there. Yeah, because it's always, when we have a lot of people, it's difficult to know exactly what's going on. So if someone's asking about how long this session will be, we'll go for maybe somewhere between 60 to 90 minutes. We'll see what wants to happen. But we're going to actually be getting into the meditation very shortly because something is happening at exactly 10:20 Pacific Standard Time today. And that's the conjunction, right?
Mm-hmm. It's when they're the closest they'll be. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So we'll be getting into meditation for that. Linda, is there anything else you want to share before we move into that space?
No, I just say, hold the love in your heart, or the highest vibration you can muster for this meditation. Yeah, because we're putting it out. Yeah.
And relax. Remember, there's nothing to do. Holding that high vibration actually happens naturally. It's our natural state of being. So this is what the Stargate energies assist us to do, is actually be surrounded by this like ocean of energy that lets us naturally like realign and remember who we are and be flooded with that energy of love, compassion, all the goodness that's our natural state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So are you all ready to move into the meditation? Go ahead and relax and close your eyes. There's nothing to do. Someone in South Africa says they just saw the conjunction after sunset and it was beautiful. Sweet. Okay, so I invite you to stop typing in the chat now and really allow yourself to be inside for this meditation. And so, beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar, and we invite you to simply relax. As you know, with the Stargate work, very good. And so this is indeed a highly extraordinary time on your earth. This, your solstice, is always a time when there is an enhanced potential for change. So be aware of the seeds that you are planting. And as this one Linda has suggested, we invite each one of you just to connect with your heart center. Feel the energy in your heart and invite the natural love that resides in your heart and relax. Just notice when you relax, the energy is greatly enhanced. And so whenever we work with the Stargate, we always begin by connecting to the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia. And so we invite each one of you now just to ask inside for the energy of the earth to come up into your body, into your energy field. We call for a strong connection to Gaia. We invite the consciousness of the earth into every cell of our bodies, into our energy fields. For Gaia, her energy can nourish you. Her energy can assist remaining grounded in the body whilst these high energies flow into your field. And whilst you are grounded in a high vibrational energy field, the catalyst of cellular change is also greatly enhanced. And so, very good. We see many of you now are allowing a greater connection with the earth. And so now we invite you just to ask inside for an etheric stargate, the consciousness that is anchored within the physical structure. Inviting an etheric stargate to come and form around you. And so we call for the presence of an etheric stargate.
Call for the presence
And
of an etheric stargate. Sorry.
And inviting your stargate to activate. And so we call for the activation of all the etheric stargates. And inviting a strong 12th dimensional energy field. We call for a strong energy field of the 12th dimension. And beloved ones, we invite you to simply relax into this high vibrational energy field. And just invite your stargate to radiate this strong 12th dimensional energy field a little stronger. And so we call for an even stronger 12th dimensional energy field. And as you simply relax, your own energy gently rises, harmonizes with this 12th dimensional energy field. And as you relax, your awareness expands into the quantum field, into the connection with spirit, into the connection with the higher dimensional realities. And so all of your stars and planets have higher dimensional consciousness. And as you have just heard, these ones known as Jupiter and Saturn are now conjunct. They are the closest that they will be. And so we invite this one, Linda, to say a few words about the qualities of these very special planets.
So Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And if you just take a moment, you might be able to feel the energy, the love. Jupiter's been referred to as the Santa Claus of the planets. And Jupiter wants to give you everything you want, whether it's good for you or not. And that's where Saturn comes in. Saturn is like a loving but strict father who asks, have you done your homework? And so the combination of these two planets together are what's giving this particular conjunction so much more power and promise, as one is expanding and the other is about contraction. So they keep us in balance and they help us as we move into this new reality.
And so the energies of these two planets are very present. And we wish for you to really tune in to the energetics. So first, we will invite you to ask inside for the power and the presence, the expansion of the planet Jupiter. So we call for an energetic from Jupiter and just feel the energetic connection to this very expansive planet. And now inviting yourself to attune, to truly feel the vibration of this one, Saturn. And so we call for the energies of the planet Saturn. And just notice very different vibrational quality. And just asking self, what is the gift in these two planets coming together? What is the gift for you personally in your life? Where are the areas where you are needing to direct your focus so that you can evolve? The planet Saturn asking you not just have you done your homework, but also are you being aligned with your life's vision? Are you aligned with the evolution that is wishing to happen to you and through you? For each one of you are anchors for an evolutionary process which is absolutely occurring on this earth. Your trajectory is set for planetary enlightenment. We really take a moment to feel, what would it be like if I made a dedication to foster with my love, my respect, my compassion, the energy of oneness, to contribute every day to my own awakening, knowing that this will ripple to humanity. And the gift in Jupiter bringing this beautiful, expansive energy is that there is the buoyancy for you to rise into a higher level of consciousness where there can be clarity, where there can be the dissolving of that which has been holding you back. And so this is a time to focus on change. Change for the most benevolent outcome. You are all being supported. There is an enhancement in the energetics that are available to you now. And so we are going to invite you just to take a moment to feel the energy field, and just to take a moment to visualize, imagine, feel all the cosmic energy that is flooding your planet right now. And so we invite an enhanced ability to feel the support of the universe, all the planets, the stars, the alignment that the solstice brings with the galactic center. You could imagine this as multicolored streams of conscious universal energy showering all around you, bringing light, bringing balance, bringing optimism. For the energy of optimism is essentially tuning in to the highest potentials that are available for you. Yes. Just feel there is nothing to do. Just bathing in the beauty of the energies. You are living in a conscious, multidimensional universe. To also, to more of the players in this universe. So as you simply relax and be present, we will call forth a few of these conscious beings.
So, in astrology, we listen to the sun as our core essence, and it vibrates in each one of us in a different fashion, depending on the sign that it's in. But the sun is always there. So we invite you to connect with the energy from the sun.
And so each one of you just asking inside, we call for the power and the presence of the sun, the beingness of your closest star. And just feel. Some of you may feel this almost as a heat energy or a light. See if you can tune in to the deeper qualities, the energy of your sun. For as is known by many, even some of your scientists, your sun acts as a wormhole. And so there are many energetics that come to you through your sun. Just feel the energies that are coming right now. Beautiful.
And next we'll call in the energies from the moon. The moon giving us our sense of emotions, our feelings. The mother energy comes from the moon. Just feel the nurturing quality and the love, the deep love that we get from the moon.
So already the energy of the moon is streaming into this meditation. Invite her energy to come closer to you. We call forth the energy of the moon, emotion, nurturing. Feel this.
And now we'll call in the energy from Mercury, the planet of communication.
And so each one of you asking inside, we call forth the energy of Mercury, inviting the consciousness of this planet, and feel. Mercury, communication. And you can invite each of these planets with their qualities to actually assist you in clarifying where are the areas, for example, that I need to enhance my communication ability. From this place of total relaxation, can you allow these planets to speak directly and deeply to your conscious awareness?
Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Listen to your inner knowing and ask for clarity from Mercury. And next we'll call in the connection to the planet Venus. Venus, who gives us our values, who gives us our love of beauty, who gives us our connection through love to one another. So feel this beautiful connection with Venus.
And so indeed, feel this. We call forth the conscious energy of Venus. And Venus too is known as a gateway to your wider galaxy, your wider universe. So feel the energy of Venus.
Now we ask for our connection to Mars. Mars, the masculine warrior. Mars, who strengthens our will and how we go about getting what we want.
And so we invite the energy of the planet Mars, determination, willpower, assertiveness. Are these qualities that you deny inside yourself? There is no need when they are in balance, when they are coming from a place of self-expression. They can assist you absolutely in your evolution, in taking that step when it is needed. So allow Mars also to be an ally, to gift you with the awareness of where you may feel stifled or hold self back. Can you allow an inner evolution, the assertiveness from a place of total confidence in the goodness, the benevolence of your mission.
Yes, and Mars is being upgraded to give us courage to go forth, not from our ego, but from our connection to the higher good. And next, we'll strengthen our connection to Jupiter. Jupiter, considered the benevolent one. And feel the generosity and the optimism and the joy that Jupiter brings us.
And so we call for the energy of Jupiter. Can you allow self to expand as Jupiter brings these energies? The joy, the benevolence, the radiance.
The generosity.
Relax into these energies and invite even more, an influx of energy from Jupiter. For Jupiter is in fact generous. Can you invite more? How expanded, how joyful, how aligned with these energies can you allow self to become? And can you feel there's an inner relaxation that occurs in the energy of the expansiveness of this one Jupiter? It is beautiful. It is reminding you of your true nature, your benevolence, the generosity that naturally flows from your awakened state, your super consciousness.
Beautiful. And next, we'll ask for strengthening the energy, our connection with Saturn. Saturn, who gets a bad reputation because he keeps us responsible and keeps us grounded and gives us self-discipline to do what we need to do. And so Jupiter is a wonderful ally as we go through this particular period of growth.
And so we call for the energy of Saturn.
And feel
just
the
notice.
love. Feel the love from Saturn. Because we think of Saturn as being strict and difficult. And yet that discipline comes from a loving, deeply loving place.
Indeed. And this one, Julianne has recently learned a new word. It is called blissipline. And that is what is available to each and every one of you as you step into your knowingness of what is correct for you. What is it that is enhancing your life? How can you bring more discipline your day-to-day reality? We will be teaching you in the months to come to access your superconsciousness in a totally new way, to evolve, to be a guide through your superconsciousness, through the identification with this vastness that is who you truly are. And the energy of staying connected is actually a form of training. Staying connected requires a strong intention. So this planet, Saturn, can be a gift to you, indeed, by fostering that energy. That energy that says, focus here now. Do not slip back into the old ways. Bring in the new. Bring in the new. Moment after moment. Yes, feel this. Feel the energy. You are now experiencing a higher iteration of this planet Saturn. Can you feel this? Very good.
So beautiful. Jupiter and Saturn are considered the societal planets. And so we are upgrading also from the personal ego-based thinking to be more inclusive and to recognize our connection to one another. So this is another part of the upgrade that is taking place today.
This is indeed the contribution that those of you holding a higher level of consciousness are being asked to create here. You are the portals through which planetary change is occurring. There is so much extra support that is absolutely present for each one of you. All that is required is that you open your heart, your mind, your energy field to the highest evolution possible. Because it is through your personal evolution that this revolution of your societies takes place.
Absolutely. Yes. And it is up to us to help this manifestation of the new world. The more we focus, the more we send out love, the faster the evolution can occur.
Indeed. And there is a great course correction that is needed. You can look around your societies and see all the technologies, all of the skills, all of the abundance that you need in order to thrive. It is all here. It is all present. And as we have said, the fastest way to assist changing your planet is to focus on loving your own self, raising your own vibration, because you are in an ocean of energy that connects you all. And so just take a moment to imagine, to image, to feel what it would be like truly if every being on your planet was cared for, nourished, encouraged to self-actualize. And so all of the needs are taken care of. The boxes have been ticked: food, water, health. Just imagine the vibration of a planet where each being is uniquely appreciated for who they truly are, where they are able to explore their creativity from a place of total abundance. For as we have said, abundance is needed for you to pursue your life's path. And there is very much a dichotomy, a polarization, a sequestering of abundance. This is why there is so much support. So take a deep breath. Release any emotions that may arise as we speak of this. Release the fear, the sadness, and just imagine and ask yourself, what would it take for the planet to awaken to the abundance that is already here? You do not need to know how it would occur. You're asking yourself, what would it vibrationally take? What would the vibration of the planet become as more and more resources, love, caring, yes, are being shared? And just imagining, feeling the beauty, the joy, the comfort, and the love just radiating the energy of oneness, where humanity is caring for each other as if they themselves are the ones being cared for, because they know that there is this connection. They can feel it through the field. They know when it is imbalance, and when there is a course correction needed for an individual. And so there is a quantum cooperation. Just take a deep breath and relax. Feel the energy that is around you, and just invite the high vibrational expression of your vision to radiate. And right now, you are nourishing the morphic field of humanity. There are so many groups who will also be radiating gentle and also highly specific pulses of energy this day. So take a moment to feel gratitude for all those who are awakening on your planet, all those who are holding a high vibration, a high vision. You are all connected in your planetary mission for evolution. Okay. And just feel your own vibration now. Feeling the energy within and around your physical body. Already, your personal vibration has lifted. Already, change has occurred effortlessly. And so this is of great import to remember. When you are working with spirit, with high vibrational energy, change is simply about your intention and your follow through, your attention. The rest is simply allowing. And so just feel you are loved, you are held. The universe is watching and waiting as humanity evolves. You as individuals can draw in support with your free will, with your asking. And so remember, beloved ones, to invite us to be with you. And so, beloved ones, we love thee and we bless thee. We honor you greatly. And we will talk to you again very soon.
Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah. So just come back slowly and gently. And we'd love to hear your experiences. So you can type them in the chat. Okay. I'm just going to turn a light on. I'll be right back. Okay. So just feel and acknowledge your vibration. For me, I feel, especially my forehead and my hands buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
And I feel like Saturn's really happy he's being reframed.
Yeah, I really felt the energy shift. That was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes.
You were honoring the blissipline.
I love that word.
Yeah, I learned that word from Vishen Lakiani from Mind Valley.
Oh, uh-huh.
He's so cool.
He is.
Into his stuff. Amazing.
Yeah. Wow. That's great. I love that.
Yeah. So I'll read a few comments. People saying very powerful. When Venus energy was spoken of, I saw beautiful deep purple and pink. Someone loved the discipline. I felt it uplifting me as I'm focused on my health. Saturn energy was so strong. Beautiful. I felt a wonderful connection to the planets mentioned. First time to connect to those planets. Great experience. It is really neat to me how each of the planets have their own energy, just like the angels and the star families and the ascended masters.
Right.
They're conscious.
Mm-hmm. And they love us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone's saying my breathing got so long and deep, I feel really grounded with these energies. Great. That was enlightening to the highest degree, feeling light and beautiful crystal swirling of love swirling inside of me. Cool. Yeah. Interesting. Someone's saying their hands are numb. That's very interesting. Yeah, and people are asking about the planets that we didn't call in, like Neptune and Uranus. Do you have anything you'd like to share about them, Linda?
Yes, I think that I was just going to say that another, he's actually a comet. He was called an asteroid at first, is Chiron. Chiron's been playing a big part in this last year too, and Chiron is considered the wounded healer. And I think a lot of us had done a lot of work around our wounds this past year because we've had time. And so Chiron is the rainbow bridge between Saturn and Uranus, the outer planets. So yes, Uranus is playing a huge part because Uranus rules Aquarius. So Uranus is about change and innovation and doing things in new ways and thinking outside of the box. So it's giving all of us permission to embrace those parts of us that we've labeled as weird. Yeah, and actually I've had a reframe of the word weird this last year. Somebody told me it comes from the Gaelic word weird, W-Y-R-D, and they said it means the way. And I thought, oh, I
Wow.
was so excited because I've always been weird. So it's like when you're weird, you're like leading the way in a way. Yeah.
Right, because you're allowing yourself to be unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother Andrew once said to me, offbeat people are the joy of the world.
Oh. Huh. Well, we're all being asked to be offbeat because we all have, just as the planets have, a special resonance. Each of us carries a different resonance. I often refer to it as like we're all a note in the symphony. And if we're playing sharp or flat, we're not contributing our authentic self. And so we're being asked to do that. And this is where Uranus gives us power and encourages us to be different, to be uniquely you. So yes, and then Neptune I considered like the spiritual advisor. You know, Neptune is a connection to the higher guidance, I would say. So when I think this is Neptune is where inspiration comes in. And so Neptune is nebulous, and on the lower vibration it can be confusing and delusional and so forth. But on the higher vibration, it's just pure love, spiritual love. Yes. It's Venus at a higher vibration. Venus is love amongst ourselves. Venus is love connecting to everything. So, or Neptune is the unconditional love of all. And then,
So
go ahead. Yes.
I'm going to suggest in a moment, because we're all still resonating and connected to the field, that we do something that we don't usually do, which is just to literally close our eyes for just a few moments and invite these planets in. So it seems like this is the moment. So close your eyes. Reconnect to the energy field. Feel your vibration within your body, but also feel your vibration around your body. Relax. And notice when you relax, you become more sensitive. And so just notice if you can actually feel your awareness in the space around your body. And from that place of awareness of the energy field, we just invite you to call for the presence, the conscious energy of the one Chiron, the wounded healer. So just with a curiosity, and can you feel? This is a beautiful energy. So many of us are catapulted on our spiritual path by the healing, by the depth that our experiences teach us to see the world with. Feel Chiron, and now Uranus. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so just asking inside, we call for the presence of Uranus. And Linda, do you want to say just a few words about the qualities?
Yes. Uranus is about revolution. It's about doing things beyond our own personal desires, but doing things for the collective. It's about interconnectedness. Uranus is about change, and often associated with sudden change. Yes. But for the highest good. Yes, but for the highest good.
Beautiful. So we honor Uranus as we move into the age of Aquarius. And Neptune. So feel already that energy is coming. We call for the presence of the consciousness of Neptune. And just feel. And what are the qualities of Neptune?
So when we connect to Neptune, it's almost like you can feel the boundaries of your body dissolving and connecting to the entire energy field. Because Neptune is about the oneness. It's about unity. And it's not just unity with other people, but it's unity with the all, with the rocks and the trees and the bugs and everything. It's unity and the recognition that we are all one. Pretty yummy.
Yeah. I can feel the oneness with everyone participating right now. And so let's all just send a gentle love energy into this oneness, almost like an etheric hug. Ooh, that feels good.
It does. Oh, and Gaia is happy too. Just our Mother Earth.
And this is the magic of the field, how we can be so interconnected. And this is exactly how we connect in with our intuition also. It's when we're in the field that that whisper becomes audible. And so this next phase of the Stargate work, moving into 2021, is going to be absolutely connecting to super consciousness through our intuition and staying connected to the field. So
it's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh yeah, someone wants to know about Pluto.
Yes, we can't leave Pluto out. Yes. So yes, Pluto is playing such a big part in 2020. And Pluto was all about that when the planets came together, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto, joined up on January 12th last year. And Pluto it's the higher perspective. I call him the chairman of the board. It's the one that watches over the whole spiritual intention of this lifetime and beyond. And so Pluto is about transformation, taking us out of the old ways, breaking down the old ways, in this case, the old structures of the year, of the government and the banking and all the structures that have been built up in the last 200 years of earth element. And Pluto, again, can be very forceful in his love of us. But Pluto is power, ultimate power.
And so perhaps you can feel, beloved ones, Pluto also bringing his energy as he is spoken of. There is a trickster quality to this energy also. The chairman of the board, that higher perspective, operates in some very sneaky ways sometimes. And so we pop back in the Alcazar group to bring an awareness that your world is indeed changing. There is a rearranging that is occurring, and this has the potential to usher in what has often been called a golden age. Really take that in. You have the potential, each and every one of you, to be the ushers of an abundant cosmic connection. For this abundance of the golden age is not just about the technologies that can clean your planet and the sharing of your resources. It is also the incredible abundance that occurs on an energy, information, wisdom, akashic level as you remember who you truly are, and that creativity from your higher self, your super consciousness, and all those connections that you have in the beyond, in the multidimensional universe, come to light. Beloveds, we invite you to hold, to focus on this higher vision, to disentangle yourself from the duality and rise into oneness, where you can be the contributors of this new age, the Aquarius energy, loving and caring for each and every being whilst being so vastly energized by the mental world. You live in a mental universe, a conscious universe. Can you imagine all the vast have to explore? So just take a deep breath. Nothing to do. You are all here hearing these words, and that means that you are on an accelerated path. And so we thank you for your service to humanity.
I just wanted a little PS with Pluto. Pluto can be a strict disciplinarian. And sometimes if it feels like your life is getting turned upside down, the best thing to do is to go with it. Because I think we've all experienced where something happened that we thought was the worst thing that could ever happen to us. And with a year or two perspective, we're saying, thank God. Pluto wants the best for us, and he's gonna win. So go with the flow. Don't fight it. I tell my clients, it's like, if you look at the glyph, it's like a head and two arms. It's like, I surrender. So when it's a Pluto thing, it's coming in, and intuitively you feel, you know, I think we're going to be more in touch with our inner knowing, that it's like, is my ego hanging on, or can I let go? And the more we let go with the flow, and I think this conjunction is about strengthening our connection to the flow, and to just really be in a place of surrendering to the guidance that's coming through. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're coming into an hour and 15 minutes, so we'll be gently wrapping up without rushing. And I'm wondering, Linda, what messages are you wanting to bring, or what information are you wanting to share?
Well, there's so much, but I think one of the things is collaboration, for us to really get into a place of collaborating. And I do want to acknowledge some of the people that I look up to, and that I share a lot of their information, is Pam Gregory, wonderful astrologer from the UK, and Stephanie Austin. She's up in Washington. Writes a beautiful newsletter. And then two of my friends, two Elizabeths, that I talk astrology to a lot, and I learn a lot from them, and I think we bounce things off of each other. So in that community of sharing information. And so one thing that came through Pam Gregory, who she acknowledges came through Kelly Hunter, I think she said, was that the planets, or they're actually KBOs from the Kuiper Belt. And they are, again, feminine energy at the autumn equinox. We talked about the obvious connection of the asteroids to the planets at that point, bringing in the feminine energy from the asteroid level. And in this particular conjunction, we have connections with these Kuiper Belt objects. One's Quora, and Quora brings in, I'm just going to look at my notes here. Quora brings in the energy of the indigenous idea that we pull manifestation from joy, from singing and dancing. So that's another thing. And then that's been a big message, is to be joyful, and not, because that's the energy that we're contributing. And we feel better in the process. So Quora is one. And then Salacia is mermaid energy. And she brings it. So I thought, yeah, Symphony of the Happy. But again, it's that joyful energy. And she's the healing energy that actually upgrades the strands of our DNA. So Salacia, and then Cheriklo, she's the wife of Chiron, and she's credited with holding the Buddhist sacred frequency. So that energy of being peaceful and dropping in like we did today. Thank you so much, Jules, for that connection to that sacred space. And so we have that. And then Humea, who is the goddess of fertility from Hawaii, named after a goddess in Hawaii. And it's about creating from nothing in a sense. It's about regeneration. And so all of these are feminine energies that are bringing in kind of a magical quality, because if we look from the 3D reality, then we think, oh, we've messed up, the planet, and there's so much going on, and it's such a mess, and we could kind of throw up our hands and go into despair. But we have these other heavenly bodies, I'll call them, that are really assisting us as we go through this time. And they have a magical quality, that things that we can't imagine in our 3D duality reality that we think is real, that there's so much more going on, there's so much more possibility going on, that things can magically change through intention, through joy, through other things that were not part of our consciousness up until now. And so, and again,
and through
it's
the synchronicity, right?
exactly that they happen to
the
be.
synchronicity
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not for the feminine to override the masculine. It's not patriarchy. We've been in 200 years of patriarchy or longer, and the matriarchy is coming back, but not to overtake the other. I just read something called humanarchy or something like that, but it's to have the balanced masculine, feminine in all of us. Yeah. So I thought that was another synchronicity that happens to be coming in with this energy now. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked if you can do a 2021 forecast for the year ahead. But that might be a bit much for the very end of this.
In 5 minutes or less.
Special or specific that is coming up that people might want to be aware of?
Yes, I think that I wish, and perhaps if we all hold it, that, from today, that the energy will suddenly shift, and that, the troubles of 2020 will be behind us. But some things will change, because the energy is shifting from the Capricorn energy to the Aquarian energy. But it's not likely that it's going to be like a light switch, that we are going into some different kinds of challenges, because Saturn and Jupiter will both be squaring Uranus. So we're going to be, and there's some Mars squares coming up. So there's potential for some clashes that might happen. But I think that we've seen what we did with the Going Quantum series, where we did those meditations during the summer eclipse, where they were predicting some violence and some bad energy things happening, and they didn't really manifest. And I want to believe, and I do believe, that all the groups that are doing this kind of work right now will change the severity of the lessons that are coming through. So yeah.
And that's, it's an important and really fascinating point is Alcazar came through in the Thanksgiving intensive that we just recently completed, and he said, when you shift a potential, you have no way of knowing that you've just diverted the course of where you could have been going. And Alcazar was saying, and the commander from the Galactic Command was saying, that there was this high potential for violence also around the election time here in the United States. Right. And that didn't happen. And what Alcazar was saying is that whenever there is an outburst of violence, it escalates before it gets better. And so when I heard that, I took a moment to take that in and just feel so much gratitude. That is essentially what Alcazar is saying, is you have no way of knowing this or proving it, but be open to the possibility that you have already shifted the potentials on the planet and you have a more peaceful planet now.
Oh, exactly. it's all about our intention. And so don't feed the fear. I mean, this has been my mantra all year, but it's don't feed the fear. I mean, it's so easy to get caught in the conspiracy theories and all of the things that are going on.
Yeah.
But I just heard somebody talking about that the reason we're here is to hold the love vibration. And so whenever you hear something, just let it, like Teflon, just let it bounce off and just say, I'm choosing love. Yeah.
Get kind of like sucked into something
Mm-hmm.
every now and then, but allow it to really like resonate that like, okay, there's something inside of me that's wanting to be healed. And that's part of why I'm resonating with this story, whether it's a story about manipulation and control or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And just for me, it's really helpful to stay connected to like this principle in Aikido that like if you're upset about what another person's doing, or even if they're attacking you, you don't see them as an enemy, you see them as like your drunk friend who's confused. And so you don't want to harm them. And because of that, you actually harmonize your energy with them, first of all, and then you take their perspective. And once you've taken their perspective, you're still holding your center. But from that place, you can guide the energy into a neutral space.
Exactly.
So I
Yes.
feel like a lot of the different fear things, it's like, not to say that some of the stuff isn't actually true and that there's truth in it, but it's like so important to me because I do kind of have this natural thing where I almost always see both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, can you allow yourself to see both sides and see from that other person's perspective what this must be like feeling like? And just from that place, it can help you to neutralize some of the edge or the force behind you being so entrenched in your particular perspective.
Yes, and I think that's been the message coming through from Alcazar too, is the oneness, to focus on the oneness and not I'm right, you're wrong. I'm good, they're bad.
Yeah.
You know, this whole duality
Yeah.
thing, hopefully with this conjunction will start to melt, and that we become more compassionate for people who are different than us.
Well, it's
More
interesting
accepting.
because
Yeah.
Alcazar, we're going to have a New Year's 4-day free live stream. And we haven't sent out the announcement yet, but we will be next week. And we'll invite you to share that like far and wide with your friends, because we're hoping to really create a huge energetic boost moving into the new year. Because coming into the new year is a time when so many people bring an enhanced intentionality for their life.
Mm-hmm.
So what Alcazar has said about 2021 is that it will be the year of decision personally, societally.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a lot of sense because there's a lot that's up in the air right now.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what he said also is that these two dualities, like the polarity, the duality is going to get like almost stretched like a rubber band. So it will be getting more intense, but like a rubber band, what happens when that tension lets go? So it's going to be an interesting year for sure. And definitely a year, as Alcazar said, to focus on that oneness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's up to us to, when we're stretching the rubber band, that what gets released is good or love and not fear.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which takes me to this beautiful quote by Maya Angelou. I think I shared it last time, but hope and fear cannot occupy the same space. Invite one to stay. And that's our choice. Yeah.
It's to like remember, there's also the beautiful saying that I've heard from Pedram Shojai, who's like the urban monk. He's amazing, but I think it's a Buddhist saying. Actually, I think it's the Bodhidharma who said, fall 7 times, rise 8. Life begins now.
I love
and
that.
It's to always remember, even when we get taken down, it's because that happens, right? But sometimes we go down because there's something that we need to like resolve or face or reckon with. And we would ignore it if we could, right? So it's just to to have that kind of like energy of like, okay, like coming back to center, coming back to balance is something that it's a gift we can always give ourselves.
Mhm.
And it's always in the now that we can like gently come back.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention that 2020 was like the universe saying, now you go to your rooms and you think about what you've done. It was kind of, everybody got sent home. I mean, astrologically, there's an explanation for that. But so ask yourself, what did you learn from this year? What became important for you? And to take that forward and to, yes, we need to grieve for things that got left behind, but to really focus on the gift of having the time to be more connected. Yes. So yeah, so take your learnings forward.
Yeah. So a few people are asking about the replay video, and yeah, it will actually be available pretty much immediately after we complete today. So, oh, hi, Mick Laugs. Shout out to you. What's up? So thank you all so much for joining us today. And it's been really special.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jules. You're amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. You're amazing too. I love co-creating with you.
Yes.
All
It's an
right,
honor.
big hugs, everybody.